Is it just a question of whether someone is pro-choice or pro-life? Or are those descriptions too crude to capture the nuance needed for useful discussion? Welcome to today's free discourse video. Today, we're going to delve into President Joe Biden's recent executive order, a bold move that aims to prioritize women's health in the United States. We're going to explore the core message of Biden's executive action and its implications for women's healthcare, while answering two fundamental questions: what prompted this executive order, and how might it impact the upcoming elections? President Biden's executive order, signed just this week, sets aside $200 million for female health initiatives, marking a significant step towards addressing what many would see as long-standing disparities in women's healthcare. But what drove this decision? The answer lies in Biden's commitment to closing what he sees as gender gaps in research and providing comprehensive healthcare for women across the nation. With women living longer but spending more time in poor health, Biden's administration would argue it is looking to revolutionize healthcare by investing in research that caters specifically to women's needs. Furthermore, with the looming threat of Roe v. Wade being overturned and the subsequent impact on the legality of abortions, Biden's executive order takes on added significance in the context of the upcoming elections. As he seeks a second term, he hopes to rally support from female voters by championing their healthcare rights. However, with the $12 billion healthcare package facing hurdles in a politically divided Congress, the path forward remains uncertain. So it looks as if Biden's executive order signifies a pivotal moment for women's health in America. As the debate over abortion rights intensifies and the elections draw nearer, the role of women's healthcare in shaping political landscapes shouldn't be understated. But what do the public think of this? While we at the Free Discourse channel recognize the polarization of opinion on this topic, we value the views of everyone and hope that our videos help you to formulate your own opinions. So, let's think about what views the public hold on all of this. Many will see this as simply being a question of a woman's autonomy over her own body, and would call for the urgent addressing of restrictive abortion laws, which are portrayed as infringing upon fundamental human rights. They would highlight how many women have faced harrowing experiences due to legal barriers to abortion access. They would argue that such laws perpetuate injustice and deny women agency over their own lives. They would also say that abortion should be a decision made between a woman and her healthcare provider, free from political interference or religious influence. For these individuals, ensuring access to safe and legal abortion is a crucial aspect of gender equality and women's liberation. In contrast, there are voices expressing reservations about the emphasis placed on abortion as a central issue in women's rights advocacy. They would argue that abortion should not be regarded as a casual or trivial matter, but rather as a last resort in difficult circumstances. These individuals would caution against portraying abortion as the pinnacle of women's liberation, suggesting that it diminishes the gravity of the decision. While some would be against abortions in almost any circumstances whatsoever, others would also raise concerns about the ethical implications of late-term abortions and call for a more nuanced approach to legislation that considers the rights of the unborn child. While acknowledging the seriousness of the issue, they would advocate for a balanced approach that addresses the complexities of abortion while respecting moral and ethical considerations. There's also a point to discuss around the intersection of religious beliefs and moral principles in the abortion debate. Some commenters will criticize political figures, like President Biden, for their support of abortion rights despite their Catholic faith, viewing it as hypocritical. They would argue that abortion is fundamentally at odds with religious teachings that value the sanctity of life. Additionally, they will express concerns about the societal implications of normalizing abortion, drawing parallels to historical atrocities like eugenics. From this viewpoint, abortion is not just a matter of personal choice but a moral issue with far-reaching consequences for society as a whole. These individuals call for policies that align with religious values and prioritize the protection of human life from conception to natural death. So, what do you think? On one side, there's a passionate call for upholding a woman's right to choose, emphasizing autonomy, and seeing restrictive abortion laws as a violation of human rights. Alternatively, there are those who caution against trivializing abortion, and would want an approach that balances the gravity of the decision with moral and ethical considerations. Then, there's the intersection of religious beliefs and moral principles, where abortion is viewed through a lens of sanctity of life and concerns about societal implications. Do you agree with those who advocate fiercely for women's autonomy over their bodies, arguing for unrestricted access to abortion as a fundamental aspect of gender equality? Or perhaps you side with those who call for a more tempered approach, considering the complexities of abortion while acknowledging moral and ethical dilemmas? Or do you lean towards the perspective that views abortion through a moral and religious lens, prioritizing the protection of life from conception? When considering these viewpoints, it's very important to engage in thoughtful dialogue, recognize the complexity of the issue and its profound impact on individuals and society as a whole. Wherever you stand, the conversation surrounding women's reproductive rights continues to evolve, shaped by diverse perspectives, values, and experiences. I hope this free discourse video has helped you to understand this topic more clearly. If so, don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing for regular updates on the most important of world affairs.